What's up guys, this is your boy The Hunter Fisher. Welcome back to the KastKing channel. And today guys and girls, I'm be telling you about why I love to use the brand new KastKing KESTREL Elite BFS reel in saltwater. Let's get right into it, and I'm going to show you some clips of me catching fish on it. There we go. Baby purple. Reason number one why I love using this reel in salt water is because it allows me to place light lures in any place I want to. I'm actually using a 610 medium light rod here. This rod is rated for 1/16 ounce up to, I believe, ½ an ounce. A lot of the presentations that I use inshore, 1/8 ounce paddle tails, things like that, are typically only that high in weight. So the reason why I love using this reel for that is because it launches those lures, and I have a lot of fun using it because it's on light line. So I get phenomenal casting distance, and it's a lot of fun, especially when I can place the lure really wherever I want. Because where I fish on the bank in saltwater, sometimes the conditions can get kind of gnarly where you need to cast a little bit tighter to cover. So that's why I love it, because I can get right up where I want to actually cast. And here's some clips. I'm gonna be running clips throughout the video on me catching these fish, just literally standing in the same spot, boom, 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 catching fish. It's crazy. So hope you guys don't mind that, but I'm gonna be playing these clips in between points. Point number two as to why I love the KastKing KESTREL Elite BFS in saltwater is because it's fun. So simply put is I have 6-pound braid on this reel, and it has a drag clicker. Yeah, I'm pretty sure no one can convince me otherwise. There's no more satisfying feeling than hearing a drag clicker go nuts while you're out in the water. That means you've done really well in the water and you're catching fish. And really the best part about fishing is how much fun it really is. So whenever you use gear like the KastKing KESTREL Elite BFS, you get that experience of hearing the drag. And I know that's kind of extra to say as far as what is a benefit for using the KastKing KESTREL Elite in saltwater, and honestly it's because of how much fun it is. This reel doesn't really act up on me. It actually performs really well out there in the water, and honestly the fish I've caught on it so far haven't been huge, but I'm hoping to actually get into some big fish soon. I think that this reel is gonna be great for using on tailing flats for redfish, so I'm actually gonna try that here soon. I don't know when, but hopefully soon, whenever I start seeing them show up more on the flats. Concentrate. Reason number three why I love the KastKing KESTREL Elite BFS in saltwater is because of how easy it is to use. So once you get the KastKing KESTREL Elite BFS dialed in with this dynamic braking system style, it's really awesome because it takes a little bit of the effort that you need to spend in actually braking out, and that you don't need to actually brake as much, which is really an advantage in saltwater, because sometimes when fish start going nuts, you've got to get out there and go fast. So it is a really easy reel to use, at least in the terms of BFS. I've really used some really bad BFS reels, and this reel has been awesome for me so far, especially in saltwater, because it's like I set it and forget it, and it's one of the greatest advantages of the KESTREL Elite BFS so far that I've absolutely loved. And it's honestly one of my favorite reels to date because of how light it is, because of how easy it is to use. I've casted extremely light lures down to a 32nd without an issue. And honestly, just in general, because the profile of the casting reel is so much smaller than a spinning reel, And there are so many advantages to that. So this is the KastKing KESTREL BFS. This is the KastKing Zephyr Carbon on a KastKing Inshore Estuary rod. Both of these reels are really awesome, but the profile of a casting reel is just so much smaller and lighter than a spinning reel. On average, typically your spinning reel is going to weigh anywhere from ½ ounce to 2 ounces heavier, especially the whole spinning setup itself weighs anywhere from 2 to 3 ounces heavier in total on average. So really there's a fun fact for you there in the fact that these reels can weigh a lot more than the KastKing KESTREL BFS, and that is not easy, I guess, really necessarily, but it's not easy on your body. So really the suggestion is why I love it is because it's a completely different scenario than your typical inshore spinning setup. So, but I still recommend inshore spinning. It's still fun to use. This is honestly one of my go-to combos in inshore, but I've used it so much I've gotten kind of bored. So I started using the KastKing KESTREL Elite a lot more in saltwater and had a ton of fun. So I think that wraps up most of my reasons for why I love the KastKing KESTREL Elite BFS so much in saltwater. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video. I love being on the KastKing channel and talking about what I love with KastKing gear, because KastKing gear has really just stepped up their game in the past year with waterproof reels, some of the best BFS reels we've seen on the market. They've really brought some affordable options that are great as far as performance goes, and I've really been impressed with KastKing's performance and stuff like that. They even have some really dope apparel, which what kind of fishing reel company still manages to put out good apparel, especially in the States, that looks great. So I just want to say thank you again to KastKing for having me on the channel. If you guys want to pick up any of the products that I talked about in today's video, it's going to be down in the description down below. And as always, guys, I want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time on the KastKing channel.